It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And we'll see DJ Moore. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Cards. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 5 catches, 88 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. To throw, Williams. And he'll get this complete downfield to Komet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. To the air, Williams. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. For the Bears, it's 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To throw, it's Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Williams steps away to his left. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Williams now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. At a decent 27-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That's caught by Myers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Adunze. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This is 1st and 10. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Gets this to Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Throwing again here, Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's 2nd and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Looking to throw. Williams. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
Live life in disguise, cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Bears and the Packers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 5.
Let's go now.
3rd and 1.
Go.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here.
All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Myers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Williams. That's the rookie from Washington, Rome Odunze. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze in the final seconds of the first half. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On play action, here's Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the... Third quarter action to this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. To throw, Williams. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now 3rd down and 7.
Let's go. Ready.
To the air, Williams. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And that last throw, not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. And out.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Looking to throw. Williams. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. On the handoff, this is Swift. Down to the 42, second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Back to throw. Williams. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he takes this one in for a big... Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Chicago, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.